Howdy YouTube, today we've got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Flashback. We're taking a look at the Konami Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, the Invincible Fortress Structure Deck. Kind of a cool piece, one I never really expected to pick up. I was recently in the US and I was able to get this and also the Bakura Structure Deck for a really good price, so I snapped them up. I like the artwork on the front. It is a almost like an Exodia, very similar. Well, it's Exxod, I guess, who is a version of Exodia. The artwork is quite cool. I do like the front of the structure deck, that's for sure. You can see at the bottom there it is for what I assume is experienced players. One of the problems I do have, and you'll see when we open this deck up and you check out the cards that it comes with, is that they really have a hard time making a playable, ready, out-of-the-box deck that is pretty good. Also, a lot of repeats in this deck, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, provided the cards are good, and we'll see. My gut feeling is that Giant Rat is not the most amazing card we could get in this deck, but then again, we'll see. It comes with 39 cards, one foil card, one rulebook, and one game mat. So with that, let's get the structure deck opened up. So as you can see, I will open it up. It has been ripped a little bit on the back, but no big deal. When we crack it open, what have we got inside? We've got ourselves official rulebook, old retro style rulebook. I like it. And an old school style game mat as well, which, to be honest, when I play, I don't particularly use, but I guess it's good for kids and things like that. I like that it is the retro style game mat, much like the early versions of it. Then we've got a little read-up on the Invincible Fortress Structure Deck, just some of the cards that you can get to power it up. Morphing Jar and Makua are two cards that seem fairly good. Taking a look what the strategy is behind this deck. Hopefully you guys can see that. Golem Sentry is a pretty beast card. Guardian Sphinx not bad as well. You can make a really good Exxod deck using, I guess, 3 versions of Exxod, 3 of the Golem Sentry and 3 of the Guardian Sphinx as well. There are some good cards in here. Sword and Shield. I mean, it's not an awful deck with the cards it comes with, but I think the overall theme of the deck just isn't all that competitive. So with that, let's get this opened up. Nice shot of Exxod there. He looks pretty cool. I will give him that. Nothing beats the original Exodia, though. Exodia Necros also equally, I think, is a fantastic looking card. Normally there is a little ribbon that you can pull to open this. And you can tell it is not my day for opening cards. Bear with me and I'll get this opened up. Okay, so here we've got the structure deck opened up. Exxod, Master of the Guard. It is a cool looking card, that's for sure. The modern-ish version of Exodia, I suppose. Can't be normal summoned, can only be special summoned by tributing one monster on your side of the field that has Sphinx in its name. That is one problem I have with this deck. There is not a lot of cards that actually have Sphinx in the name, so it is tricky to summon this guy. Once you do, though, he's pretty beast. 4,000 defense, very hard to overcome that, especially if you team up with, say, Sword and Shield. You've got a really powerful monster on your hands there. Each time an Earth monster is flip summoned, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points. Pretty cool. I mean, I guess is a similar type effect to like a Lava Golem type thing. Well, not really Lava Golem, actually, but I love the artwork on this card. Definitely really nice. Guardian Sphinx, nice artwork as well. I love this Egyptian-style artwork. That's one thing that really motivated me to get the Marek structure deck, was that old school artwork. Giant Rat. What's the significance of this guy? Basically, when you get killed, you can bring another Earth monster, so I guess not too bad. Compulsory evacuation device, pretty cool. Magic Drone. Nice artwork again, I rate that. Sandmoth's actually a pretty cool card. I rate Sandmoth. High defense as well, which is really good. Mystical Space Typhoon, Overku. I mean, it's not an awful deck. That's cool. A shiny version of this would be a really nice card to have. I rate that. Again, high defense as well. Reasonably good card. Some more Sphinx cards. Swords of Revealing Light. There's some solid cards in here, that's for sure. Giant Rat makes another appearance. Another one of these guys. Ectoplasma, pretty cool. He works well with Malice Doll of Demise. Another one of these. Another one of these. Far out. Premature Burial. That's a cool looking card. I rate that. Yes, very good. Another one of these. Okay, you actually get some decent cards in this deck, to be completely honest. Shifting Shadow. Not too bad. Another Giant Rat. Robin Goblin. Hammer Shot. I love this card. This is just the artwork on it. I'm a big fan of. Definitely very cool. Even that's not bad. That's one thing I do like. Another one of these is the artwork on the cards. They look fantastic. Brain Control, nice. Another Sphinx card. I'm interested to see if the Sphinx cards used in the original Yu-Gi-Oh movie, which was awful movie from memory, compatible with a deck like this. I guess you could spam Pyramid of Light to get the two Sphinx monsters that were in the movie out, but I wonder how it would work with this. What is a cool card to add to this deck is Needleworm. If you wanted to make a good Exxod deck, Needleworm in there, 3 copies of that will chew through your opponent's deck reasonably quick, which is always good. Not a bad looking card as well. Canyon, pretty important. Reckless Greed, I love the artwork on that. That's nice. Golem Sentry, why didn't you give us 3 Golem Sentry instead of the Giant Rat? And another Sword and Shield. So, I mean, it's not an awful deck. It's not an amazing deck. But it is a decent deck. If you can get it for cheap, I think it is worth picking up. Okay, so if we shuffle the deck and draw 5 random cards, we'll take a look at what we get. We'll see if the hand is any good. Mystical Space Typhoon, reasonably decent. Wabaku, I guess, pretty good as well, given it doesn't look like we have a great deal in our hand. Magical Mallet, a fantastic card, basically because we kind of got a dud hand first time. We can use this to shuffle and get some more stuff. Destroy 1 face-up monster, the highest attack, that's pretty cool. And then we've got Hero Sphinx. When this card is face-up on your field, your opponent... okay, that's not too bad either. Since we can't do anything with it straight off the bat first time, why don't we use Magical Mallet, and we will discard... let's go 1, 2, 3 cards. So we'll get rid of 3 and we'll draw another 3 out of these. You know what? We'll keep that one. So bin 3, grab another 1, 2, 3. What have we got now? Brain Control, reasonably decent, especially if your opponent's already got something on the field. Mega Rock Dragon, cannot be normal summoned, cannot be special summoned. Far Out is kind of a dud card. So you have to have a rock monster in your graveyard. We can't do much with that at this stage. Possibly, though, we can play good old Sand Moth. Not too bad, actually. Play him in defense mode. And then hopefully eventually end up using this guy. So, I mean, not awful, not great. Ultimate Tribute. Again, that's not bad. I mean, it's not an awful deck. I think you will struggle to play against a lot more of the competitive decks that are out there. As a fun deck, I think, yes, absolutely, you could do it. I think you could have a lot of fun using this against some of the other structured decks. That would be a lot of fun, structured deck versus structured deck. But when you consider what's out there and some of the decks you can make, really isn't all that competitive. Okay, so how does Exxod stack up to some of the other Exodia cards we've got? Well, he is one of only 2 cards that is a legitimate Yu-Gi-Oh card in this set. The Dark Big Rabbi, I don't think has been released in Australia just yet. Keeping in mind the artwork, though, I'm pretty sure these are legit cards. I think that is supposed to be Exodia Necros. That card, I'm not sure if that actual artwork even exists or not. If it does, let me know in the comments below. But definitely he looks pretty cool. You can see some similarities with Exodia, definitely around the head area there and the face. But obviously there are some substantial differences as well. Overall, a really cool card and a decent deck. It is quite expensive on eBay. If you can try and find it for cheap, Amazon has it for some reasonable prices as well. I think it is worth getting. There are some fun cards in here. It's definitely something you could play with friends or people who are not all that into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or haven't played it at a really competitive level, you can have some fun with the deck. But other than that, you're going to struggle to get something competitive. Let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas to make a really good Exxod, I should say, deck as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I've got more stuff coming up soon.